Okay, I just had a really powerful moment. Um, I was up in Seattle with some friends this weekend after putting Riley in the nature pod, and it was definitely a really fun time. Really nice just to be out there enjoying taking pictures. But Mom and Papa both got COVID, and I was close contact, so I leaving a little bit early, driving back down to Portland. Nervous that I'm gonna get COVID, and last time COVID was really hard, but kind of like I'm not too worried about it. It's funny the way that losing Riley just puts everything into, that's not that big of a deal. There's bigger fish to fry. Oh gosh, so I'm driving down, and I'm like, I never have been to Mount St. Helens. We were supposed to go in seventh grade. Trip got canceled because of the weather. I'm driving right by the thing. It's like Mount St. Helens, 5 miles. So, like, I don't feel sick yet if I'm going to get sick. And I'm just driving. I got nothing else planned today. So, let me go stop up there. And I asked a family group chat, and Mama thankfully is able to see that the observatory at the top is closed and that it's cloudy. So, I'm just going to make a little quick pit stop to the visitor center. And it's like, someday I'll get to Mount St. Helens. I know it. And even things like that hit a bit different now because there are so many things that me and Riley had talked about being able to do, or just eventually you'll do it because that is kind of the beauty. Life just seems so, I don't know. It's there. It's always going to be there. When you haven't died, you feel like you're not going to a little bit. So I'm coming up to the visitor center, and I mostly listen to podcasts. I'm definitely a podcast over music kind of person. Music's great. I'm the least musical one in the family. The rest of my family loves singing in choirs and stuff, but I hated it. I wonder how much. I mean, I still don't like it that much, but there was a bit of level of like my anxiety and embarrassment and like my worries about how I'm being perceived, even at a young age. I think singing is like so emotive and vulnerable that I really hid away from that. And then it just makes me think of, yeah, I like Riley was always the more emotive and sensitive and vulnerable one. And I have shied away from those parts myself. I mean, which is a pretty typical guy thing to do. And then I start thinking about how, like, yeah, me and Riley's minds really do work in very similar ways and did. There's clear differences, and there always have been. But then that just makes me think of, like, oh, it sucks because Riley was so sensitive to the world and so caring and loving that they, like, things just, they felt so hard and so powerfully. And so it's just really hard that that means when they're struggling too, it's more powerful and intense. And especially, I mean, I can't get into all the complexities of whatever their mental state was, but oh, it's just it's chaotic and it's painful. And I'd seen them in acute struggle and really the ways that their brain would betray them. And that sucks to be able to see and to know how much pain they were in. Anyway, I'm driving up Mount St. Helens, playing a little bit of music, and a song by the Tune Yards comes up. And if you don't know the Tune Yards, I don't really know much about them. I think my friend Kirk showed me them in college. But they're like very experimental, like cool noises and stuff. And I'm not a person who listens to lyrics ever in songs. I just like the way things vibe and flow. But song starts playing, I'm like, oh, this song's so good, and it feels so good, and even the little noises and the weirdness of it makes me think of Riley, and I think they liked Tune Yards too. And spoiler alert, but I hit a part and just started sobbing. But right now I'm gonna read out the lyrics of the beginning, because it's like now reading the lyrics, I don't know what this means. I see lyrics, and I don't know. I don't do analysis to see really what they're talking about, but this one hits pretty close to home. if I represent the one that did this to you, then can take away the part that represents the thing that scarred you, I say get up, stand up, get up, stand up, get on it. Yes, sir, I am no longer who you thought this one would be. We end up around the mountain that I climbed to lose you. On a mountain right now. I said, give me the business, that business could work though. I say, ask me, but all my wisdom departed. Tell me, but all my wisdom departed. But help me, please. At least answer me this. Answer me. Answer me. And that's when I cried. And kept crying. But these, Riley would love these. Everywhere and everything. Okay, well, I didn't cry on video. I was a little worried about that. I mean, maybe I should. I'd get so many dang views if I'm out here sobbing on my videos. But I definitely cried when I re-listened to it. And I'm just driving, sobbing on the mountain. And it really is the power of music. And it really was such a vital part of Riley's life. And just, ooh, when music hits me hard, it's going to really hit me hard now. And I'm trying not to shy away from the emotions like I did when I was younger. And, yeah, so I'm just going to be trying to listen to the music more. Oh no, now I am crying. But just hit me. I'm going to check out the visitor center and maybe, I don't know, it's maybe too cloudy to even see the mountains. But, woo, that one got me, Riley. You little minx.